Do you know in what dimension we live in? Or in what dimension we see the world? To answer this question, we can start by explaining each dimension. We start with the 0 dimension. It is represented by the point because it has no length, width, or depth. Next, we have the 1 dimension. It is represented by the line. It has length, but not width or depth. The following is the 2 dimension. It is represented by the plane. It has length and width, but not depth. And the last one, the 3 dimension. It is represented by the 3D plane. It has length, width, and depth. Let's say we are in the 1 dimension and we draw 2 lines. But remember, it doesn't have any width or depth. What do you think line A sees from line B? Line A is only able to see a point from line B. Because remember, they are in the 1 dimension. They don't know width or depth. They only know length. And they both are along the same line. So when line A looks at line B, it can only see a point. Now let's assume we are in the 2D plane and we have a square and a triangle. Remember that the 2D dimension only knows width and length. What do you think the triangle sees when it looks at the square? The triangle only can see a line because both the triangle and the square are in the 2D plane, which is flat. It means that it has no depth. So when they look at each other, the only thing they can see is a line. So following this pattern, in what dimension do we see? Correct! We live in a 3D world, but we can only see in 2 dimensions.
Wait, what? I can see in 3D.
That is wrong. This perception is a result of evolution. Our brain is so brilliant that help us understand our environment and the illusion of depth, but our eyes can only see in 2 dimensions. In conclusion, we can only see 1 dimension less than the one we live in. For example, in our case, we live in a 3D world, but our eyes only see in 2 dimensions. If we want to be able to see in 3 dimensions, we have to live in a 4-dimension world.